Hello, beautiful ladies. Welcome to my channel. My name is Megan Shagan. I'm an expressive art therapist and a holistic coach, and I empower women to reconnect with their creative energy and live in alignment with their true essence. And today, we're going to talk about the myths of feminine energy and how you can step into your most creative, empowered self. So let's start with, first of all, I'm going to share with you what are the three most common myths that is like we always hear about feminine energies, and also then tapping into what are the ways that you can tap into your creative feminine energy and be more embodied with your feminine energy. So myth one is feminine energy is weak or passive. So there are some beliefs about feminine energy. If you're feminine, you're weak and you're like always laid back and can't do anything. And it's a bit weak for us to be in our feminine energy. So the truth is, feminine energy is deeply powerful. It is the force of creation. It is not weak at all. It's a force of to be in touch with your intuition and bring transformation. It doesn't mean waiting. It means embodying flow, presence, and deep inner knowing. So, what I would say is that imagine storm, imagine like ocean, or the way that a dancer moves. Feminine energy is dynamic. It's ever changing. It's going through all these ups and downs. And in order for us to tap into feminine energy, we need to be comfortable to tap into our fullest expression into these waves. And it's just not like a straight line and it's like a monotone. It has different phases, it has different expressions. Myth number two is that being in feminine energy means doing nothing and just receiving and being laid back. Truth is, feminine energy isn't about doing nothing. It's about acting in alignment with your intuition instead of forcing things from the mind. So you need to tap into your body, be more in touch with your body and your intuition and your heart, and from there take inspired action, and not the action just comes from a mind that tells you what to do and not to do. So what the example from this myth is that women in their feminine flow, they're like following inspirations and allow creativity to flow naturally into their lives. And rather than like hustling all the time in a rigid masculine way and thinking that things always need to go in their way and not being flexible enough to course correct, learn, and move without fear. Myth number three is feminine energy is all about softness and being love and light. Truth is, the feminine is not just light, it is also very raw, wild, expressive, and it includes feminine, like in all the dark side as well. So the dark feminine also is part of the feminine energy. The parts of you that express power, depth, sensuality, being fierce and authentic. Because you cannot be in your feminine energy if you're not accepting your dark side, the dark side that you need to go through for learning, and also being able to bring that depth and assertiveness and like sensuality. And this will come so much when you do your inner work, when you go through the steps of doing your inner work and becoming so aware about yourself and like your wounds, your shadows, and all of these concepts. So there are some archetypes about dark feminine that I'm so passionate about, and I'm going to create another video and I'll be talking about dark feminine energy as well. But two famous archetypes about dark feminine energy are Kali and Lilith, and they embody the power of untamed feminine expression, which I love. Okay, so these were three myths about feminine energy. So, in the next part, I'm going to share with you how to truly tap into your feminine creative energy. And remember, your feminine creative energy is unique to you. It is not that you see someone and you want to be like that. You need to go and discover your way of being feminine because we are all unique. And the feminine energy within all of us, it comes in a unique form that we need to allow it to come to the surface, not just copying someone else and thinking, oh, now I'm in my feminine energy. Is like you tapping into your creative energy and becoming comfortable with your creativity. So first step into for how to truly tap into your feminine energy is reconnecting with your body. I can't emphasize on this part because it's so important. You need to reconnect with your body because the feminine is embodied. When you're disconnected from your body, you're disconnected from your creative power. In our day-to-day lives and in today's culture, we're so used to be always being in our minds and thinking about things and just like wanting to get things done through our mind. But our body is so wise. And once we tap into the wisdom of the body, we allow our creativity to flow. And I can't emphasize on this more. I love embodiment practices, and I teach it as well in my expressive movement and expressive dance workshops. And you can check them out if you like to explore this concept more. So, practices that I offer you to practice in order to reconnect with your body more is expressive movement, intuitive movement, and expressive dance, sensual flow, or simply placing one hand on your heart, one hand on your womb area to feel present and do a simple meditation. Like you can practice it in your own way and the way that brings alignment and presence to you and see how you feel. It doesn't need to be something very big and like, it just can start from smaller steps. And step two to how to truly tap into your feminine energy is activating your senses and feeling fully alive. The feminine thrives in sensory experiences. You know this, like beauty, music, texture, sense, pleasure. You need to become comfortable with allowing these sensory experiences play in your life on a daily basis. Practices that I suggest is like play a music that awakens that creative feminine flow in you. However it comes to you. It might be essential music, it might be a uplifting, energetic music. It's you need to find your way. Or wear something that makes you feel radiant, makes you feel the best of yourself, and surround yourself in an environment that is nourishing and less judgmental to you. Like, with wearing something that makes you feel radiant, you can even pay attention to your style every day. Use your style as your art, the way you show up, and create a version of yourself that you feel comfortable, you feel feminine into it. And this is so important because often we can become so lazy with our like, if you're at home, we probably don't want to dress something and we want to feel comfortable. But this practice helped me so much. Every day, I just dress up and create a style that I feel I'm the most feminine embodiment version of myself. And I don't care what others will think about me. I just feel myself more when I show up that way. Step three will be trusting your creative flow instead of forcing it. Creative flow is not something you can force. It's not something you can just look at someone else and do the exact thing and thinking that you're creating. Creativity doesn't work like a rigid to-do list. Feminine creativity comes from surrendering, from being curious and allowing ideas to move through you authentically and without criticism. Practices that I suggest for this step is doing journaling, freestyle painting, or doing some collage, like collage art, intuitive dancing, or creating without pressure of an outcome. This is so important. Creating without pressure of an outcome, and especially without pressure of creating something perfect. Believe it or not, creating something perfect comes from a lot of conditioning. And when you let go of creating something perfect and just fall in love with the process, you will see how it's going to be transformative for you in all areas of life. And when you're exploring all these steps, I like to tell you that there will be different emotions that will come up for you. Then there will be different limiting beliefs coming up for you. You might feel like you feel a little bit of shame, or you feel shy, or you feel like, I can't do this, it's not good or bad, or you'll see your mind gets activated. And I suggest to sit with yourself in those moments, like, and explore why these things are coming up. And then if you need to have a conversation, or like go through a coaching call or anything, like book your coach, or I'm also here to help you with expressive art sessions or one-on-one coaching programs and sessions to be able to move through all these difficult emotions as when they are arising, and then, like, break through them, because it's so important for you to do your inner work, because it's a gift for us when these emotions and triggers and all this are coming in, and we can work on them. So it's number 4 steps. A step for how to truly tap into your feminine energy is expressing without censoring yourself. I might have said a little bit of this before, but when you express yourself without censoring yourself, you allow your creative energy to flow. Your feminine energy thrives in authentic expression, whether it's through words, movement, art, singing, voice, however it is. Just allow yourself to express yourself authentically. Practices that would help, the most important one is like speak your truth, and don't let anyone, any experiences, and any circumstances stop you from speaking your truth. This helped me so much in my life, because believe it or not, I was in corporate realm and I was a corporate chick, and I was censoring myself a lot, and I had to learn a lot through different stories that I might share on different videos, but now it's not going to be on the topic. But speak your truth. Promise yourself to speak your truth, and create something without fear of judgment, because that will be so liberating. And let yourself be, and like also express in your fullest expression. Number 5 is creating from emotion and intuition. But it means that feminine creativity is deeply emotional. As women, we are emotional beings. We go through different waves of emotions in different ways, and for each individual is different. And when we tap into our feminine creativity, which is deeply emotional, as I said, it will channel feelings into art. So we will tap into our emotions and channel that through our art, our movement, our expressions. So the practices that I will suggest for you to do is, first of all, ask yourself, what do I feel at this moment? How I'm feeling at this moment? What is the main emotion I'm experiencing? And tap to that feeling and see how it feels. Where in your body can you feel it? And if you could have a color, a shape, a form, an expression attached to this feeling, how would that look like? And then from that point, if you want to create an artwork, a dance, just like create it freely and with your creative flow. And just allow yourself to be expressed, your emotion to be expressed through that creative energy. One day you might feel very bubbly and like you want to create something colorful and that shows your emotion. Another day you might be so sad. So feel and sit with that emotion and then channel it through your creativity. That's what all artists do. And then they take us on a journey with that emotions and the things that create. That's why I always say be the artist of your life as you tap into your emotions and express it in the most authentic way for you. Okay, my loves, we reached to the um, final part of this video, which is the conclusion. And I want to finish this video with saying all the important parts that we talked about so far. And that's about like how feminine energy is not passive and it's not weak, or it's not just about being soft and laid back and do nothing. Feminine energy is powerful, creative, and deeply alive. When you learn to reconnect with your body, your emotions, and your intuition, your creative feminine radiance naturally flow into your life. And okay, so if this resonated with you and if you like this topic, let me know in the comments and let me know if you practice any of the practices that I shared with you in this video and if it helped you to tap into your feminine energy more. If you're ready to dive deeper on these types of topic from feminine energy to creativity and how to be more like the most expressive version of yourself, I have some incredible workshops and one-on-one coaching program and sessions to guide you further. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and I see you in the next video. Sending you so much love and I'll be talking to you soon.